because there's no marking there. Okay, so let's try 1 together. This is A. This is B. When I want to multiply the two of them together, first thing you ask yourself is, this is a 2 by 2 matrix. I need these two to match, which they already match. Right? So my final answer must be a 2 by 2 matrix also. So I go and put in my final answer, and I know I must have 4 entries because it's a 2 by 2. So I write all this down first so I know where to fill in my blank. Okay, so I repeat one more time. This is 2 by 2. This is 2 by 2. I need this number to match, then the multiplication can happen. So when they match already, my final answer must be a 2 by 2. So that's why I have this. So now my mission is to get out what are all the 4 entries. Silence, you pay attention or not? So these 4 entries, how to find the first one? I want you to see it as a row first. So I'm going to settle my first row to multiply my first column. This is like the number 7. Can you see that? So what I do is 2 multiplied by 3. I add it to 5 multiplied by 0. So 2 times 3 plus 5 times 0. Ufa, you paying attention?
Yeah.
This is 2 times 3 plus 5 times 0. So that's why you get the first entry 6. Okay, then once I'm done with the first one, I need to move on to the second one. So I move on to my second column, which is this. So I will use this to multiply with my second one. So 2 times minus 4 plus 5 times minus 8. So I'll put this here. 2 times minus 4 plus 5 times negative 8. So I end up having negative 44. Okay, so once I'm done with story 1, I move down to my story 2 now. So I go down 1 level. So when I'm at this level, I want to multiply by the first column. Yes. Oh, 48. Sorry. This is 8. Okay. So now I'm done with this story already, right? I ignore already. I don't care about this. So I move downward now. So this one will multiply with the red column. So negative 1 times 3 plus 7 times 0. So negative 1 times 3 and then 7 times 0. So I get negative 3 for this entry. So I'm done with the red column. So same thing here, the yellow one. I need to multiply with my second green column. So negative 1 times negative 4 plus 7 times negative 8. So this one is negative 1 times negative 4, 7 times negative 8. Minus 56 plus 4. Minus 52, is it? Okay, so this is how you find your matrix multiplication. So it's always row times column, but you don't jump around. You settle the first row first, then you go to the second row and then settle it again. So it's always like that. Okay, if it's the opposite, okay, one more, just one more. Opposite. You also deal with it in 2 stories. So first one is this one. I will multiply with this one. So I will do a 3 times 2 plus negative 4 times negative 1. So this is a 10. Okay, then I move on to, you can just come in and put your things. Okay, then you all can move on to the second one. So the black one times the green one. So you will get 3 times 5. Minus 28. Okay, once you are done with this row, then we move on to the next story. Bottom one. So the yellow one times the red one. So 0 times 2 plus minus 8 times minus 1. So it's 8. And then the yellow one times the green one. So 0 times 5. So minus 56. Okay, that's it. So next lesson we continue. Okay, you can work on the WA paper. Okay, go for your recess. Go, go, go. Hi. Happen again. Okay, thank you, class. Go and eat the IFD booth. Oh, you.
Wanna get a pink one today?
Okay. So when we multiply matrices, for instance, A times C. So part C is A times C. A is 2, negative 1, 5, 7. And then C is 1, 6. Okay, first thing first, write down the order. So order is always row times column. So it's a 2 by 2 matrix here. Okay, for C it's 1 row, 2 column. So it's a 1 by 2. So if you look at this one, the middle order is not the same. So this matrix cannot happen. Okay, so AC does not exist. So in this case, I cannot even multiply these two matrices, because when I want to do the row times the column, I don't even have enough element to do that. So these don't exist. When they put AC, I must follow AC. I cannot just reverse. Okay, but if now question D says, let's do CA. Then I put C first, followed by A. Okay, so then I check. This is 1 row, 2 columns. This is 2 row, 2 columns. And this one can happen because the overlapping order is the same. So final answer must follow this order. 1 row, 2 columns. So I go and draw my 1 row. 1 row is here. 2 columns is here. So my final answer must look like this. This is my final answer. So how do I multiply? I always use row multiply by column. So the first answer that I get in the first entry here would be 1 times 2 plus 6 times negative 1. So if you check, you will get a negative 4 here. Okay? Then you move on to the next entry. That means the black row, right? Multiply by the second column now. So it's always horizontal times vertical, like number 7 like that. So this entry will become 1 times 5 plus 6 times 7. So I will get a 47 in my second entry. Okay, so this is 4.3, 4.4 notes, example 3, page 5. Okay, page 5, huh? Okay, so my final answer is just negative 4 and 47, these two entries. So this is my answer for CA. Horizontal times vertical. So the black one times the red one, followed by the black one times the blue one. Okay, so earlier on we learned that A plus B is the same as B plus A. We also learned that if we have 3 of them, which one you add first don't matter. We will get the same answer if it's addition. Okay, this one we learned in the previous notes. But now in this set of notes, we learned that when we are multiplying matrices, AB is not equals to BA. You look at these two answers, they are not equal at all. So AB is not equals to BA. And then sometimes even if CA exists, it doesn't necessarily mean that AC exists. So it's not the case that the reverse must always exist. Sometimes you cannot even multiply them because of the order. Okay? So for this example, it is to show you that the reverse might not exist sometimes. And the reverse are not equal. Yes. Fast doesn't mean good.
Yeah, that's what I told him. So
Okay.
I said, then he was like, good luck.
Yeah, he very determined about speed now. Don't know why. He say I'm the
He's
fastest.
very, very sure that 4D will beat our class.
Okay, don't worry. We are better for WA1.
Oh.
Okay, but remember your goal is O levels. We are never competing with others. We are competing. We are competing with ourselves. No need to compete with other class, okay?
You need to be more like you. So humble.
Just don't compete, yes?
Sexy and humble.
Okay, faster. But I'm glad you are here today lah. After the blaze. See this person?
Is it always
So
horizontal?
tomorrow May is gonna
Yes.
play again.
Always horizontal times vertical. Why?
May is gonna play again.
Okay.
I came to
You must take photo, okay?
Which answer wrong?
So before we go.
Can we just take like 1 year off? One day of you all.
No. Yes. This one. What should it be? 32. Okay. Okay. So this one, right? P times Q. Can you all go and try on your own first? 1, 3, 7, 2, 5 minus 4. This is a 2 by 3. This is a 3 by 2. So you know that this can happen and the final order must be a 2 by 2. So you can go and draw out. You know you have 4 numbers here, 2 by 2. Okay, go and calculate what the 2 values will be. So horizontal times vertical, remember that. So the black row times the red one first. So this one I help you see this. Then this one same thing. The horizontal times the blue row, blue column. Yeah.
And that's the first box.
Yes. Okay. So the black row times the red column, first entry. The black row times the blue column, second entry. And then you move down to the green one. So green times red, green times blue. Okay, go and find the 4 entries. Just be very careful. Confirm you can get the answer. Eh? 0, 24 and 14. 38, correct. It's 12 minus 5, 36. 20, 19, is it?
I'm not seeing the last one.
Wrong, huh?
Yeah.
0, 40 minus 8, 32, huh?
Yeah, the 32.
Okay, so this one is 32. This entry is wrong, is 32. Okay, so do the same thing for QP, do the same thing for QR and RQ. Okay, practice and make sure you can do. Okay, this one should be a 3 by 3 for your final answer. Can you double check if this one is correct? Okay, double check. Black times red, then black times blue, then black times yellow. Okay, check through. Jamil need to practice this. It is easy to score for matrices. You just need to be careful. So must get the marks. Any error? Okay, final answer is a 3 by 1. Yeah, after matrices. Okay, go and find the 3 and 3 and then check if this one is correct. If got error, let me know. Okay, this one cannot happen, does not exist. Okay, make sure you can multiply and can get the entry. If cannot, let me know. Then I go and explain to you. This is important. This time round, the WA can do well also. Probability, matrices, and data analysis. No, the topic is okay.
No, but why they keep asking?
No, it's like that one. We fix one level, we set all.
You've been doing this since last year.
We follow the batch.
So poor thing that
Yeah.
you give so many things to do. I feel so bad. She done this.
Correct or not the answer? Yeah, can. Okay, getting better. Kiran, you doing or not? Okay, all must try, all must try. Once I finish this chapter, we can start going through WA paper and doing mock tests. Yeah.
Is it like this one times this one?
No, row times, right, number 7. Row times vertical.
For all?
Yeah, all. 1, 2, 3. Okay, ready? You see, this one don't match. So you see my row not enough to multiply my column. Not enough entry. Yes, the inner two must be the same, correct? Okay, these two must be the same. Two times 3.
Look at this one, look at this one.
Did I shift you wrongly? To the wrong place? Okay. Okay, don't play. Okay, ready? I move on. So D cannot exist because the two entries here don't match. I only have one number here, but I have 3 in the column. Can't multiply. I need to have 3. So if it cannot happen, then the matrix multiplication just don't exist. Okay, this rarely happens for exam, but unless they want to test you and ask you whether you can get an answer or not. Okay, next one. So the idea that they are talking about is the same thing I told you. These two must match. If not, the matrix multiplication cannot happen. The final order follows these two. Okay, so they just write it in algebra terms. Okay, if you have a square matrix and the diagonal entries are 1, okay, it is called the identity matrix. So identity matrix help you to get back the same matrix. Meaning, if I have A being 1, 2, 3, 4, if I multiply A by the identity matrix of order 2, so meaning, you look at this one, the identity matrix of order 2 has diagonal 1s. The diagonals are all 1, and then the rest are all 0. Sorry? Okay, I'm just explaining to you what identity matrix means. So identity matrix can be a 2 by 2, 3 by 3, 4 by 4, 5 by 5. It is always a square matrix. Okay, but the diagonal entries are always 1. The diagonal are always 1, and then the rest are zeros. So this is the special trait for identity matrix. Means if I have an identity matrix 5, it means it's a 5 column, 5 row, and all the entries except the diagonal ones are zeros. The diagonal ones are all 1. So if I write a I5, that means I will have 5 columns, 5 rows. Okay, so these are the many that I have. Okay, but the only thing to take note is the diagonal ones are not zeros, they are essentially all 1s. So this is an identity matrix. But why do we need that? It's because, just you remember, right? When we wanted to get A, we added it to a 0 matrix. So if we don't want to change our matrix, but we want to add a matrix to it, adding zeros to all the terms will still get back A. So mathematicians wonder, what if I want to multiply? Can I still find a matrix to get back myself? So the idea is to introduce identity matrix. If I multiply A with I will get back A. So why they want to do that? They're just playing with math lah. They're curious. So they come out with this and realize, oh, if I do this, I get back the same thing. So they come up with a term for it. You see the horizontal times the vertical. 1 times 1, 2 times 0. So I get back 1. Right? And then the next entry, I multiply the black one, the red one with the blue one. So 1 times 0 gone. 2 times 1, 2. So this is 2. So I get back myself. Then I check the next one. I do the yellow row. I multiply with the black one. So 3 times 1 gives me 3. 4 times 0 gone. So I get back 3. And then the last one, I do the green times the blue. So 3 times 0 is nothing. 4 times 1 gets back 4. So they realize that if I multiply by identity matrix, I get back myself. So we call it identity matrix because if you multiply by any matrix, you get back yourself. Okay, it's like a mirror. So just to understand that identity matrix functions as something that you multiply to your matrix to get back yourself. Just like we introduce 0 matrix so that we get back 0, we get back A. If 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I add to my 0 matrix, I get back 1, 2, 3, 4. This is for addition. So now for multiplication, they came up with identity matrix. So this is for our knowledge. Okay, this is just for our knowledge. Okay, but if you multiply by 0 matrix, then everything gets 0 lah. If you are multiplying by 0 matrix, you will get 0. Because 1 times 0 plus 2 times 0, you get 0. Okay, 1 times 0 times 2 times 0 gets 0. 3 times 0 times 4 times 0 gets 0. And then the last one also. So if you multiply by 0 matrix, you get back 0. Everything becomes 0. So this is AO or OA gets 0. But if you multiply by identity, you get back yourself. Okay? So if you look at this, just don't need to panic. It's exactly what I'm saying here. It's just in algebra form. So multiply by 0, get 0. For the first one. This one multiply by identity, get back yourself. Okay, and then just now we proved that AB and BA is not the same. In fact, sometimes BA don't even exist. Okay, and then this one is trying to tell you if you multiply A by B first, okay, and then after that you multiply by C, you will get the same answer as multiplying BC first, then later you multiply by A. This one is the associative property. Okay, so these are just some rules to take note. Okay, for matrices. Okay, so matrices, the only thing that is tough is the multiplication. The rest are very, very direct. Okay? I asked you all to go back and do the WA paper, right? So bring next lesson, we will go through that.
Isn't it session tomorrow?
I don't know if I see your
AP tomorrow.
AEP is when my AEP is tomorrow. Ah.
No, it's Wednesday.
Wednesday, right?
It's tomorrow.
My AEP is tomorrow. Yeah. So tomorrow AEP, I will go through 2024 paper, but during math lesson, I don't have math lesson. Huh?
You only got A.
Okay, then I will go through the WA2 paper first. Then I go 2024. Sorry? Okay, can.
Please remember.
I try. Okay, this one. Shh. I have a table, Irwan and Cumming, and then they prepare the dish using different methods: fry, roast, steam. Okay, and then the masses. 1 unit represents 100 grams of chicken and vegetables used in each dish. So they say, can you represent the data by a 2 by 3 matrix? So this is already 2 by 3. So write D equals to 9, 7, 10, 6, 5, 8. Shh, Ufai, I asked him to come here and focus and then you start talking to him. No, just don't. Okay, then next one is 3 by 2. Okay, be careful. Now this order that they have written is not in the order I want. Because it is not 3 by 2. It is 2 by 3. So that is where you need to be careful already. Okay, so this is Irwan. This is Cumming for my own reference. Roast and steam. So they want me to write my matrix M in the form of 3 by 2. So like this. Right? So I need to make sure I write my order in the correct way. So maybe the first one is for chicken. Then the second one is for vegetable. So chicken is 1, 4, 3. So there is a bit of a change. Okay, and then I have vegetable being 3, 1, 2. So this is the only one that they never follow the sequence that I am presented with my data. So I need to change it a little bit. Jamil, wake up or go and wash your face. Okay, then they say hence, can you find by matrix multiplication the masses of chicken and vegetable by the two chefs? So what should I find? So actually, can you see is D times M? Because this is by Irwan, this is by Cumming, fried, roast, steam. So 9, 10, 5, 7, 6, 8, I want it to multiply with the chicken one, right? 1, 4, 3. And then the vegetable one, which is 3, 1, 2. So this is a...
C, right?
Yes, this is part C. Okay, this is B, this is A. Okay, so we check. This is a 2 by 3. This is a 3 by 2. So this matrix multiplication can happen. And my final answer is a 2 by 2. So I ask myself, horizontal times my vertical. So the red one times the blue one. This is my first entry. So I go and check. 9 times 1 is 9. 10 times 4 is 40. 5 times 3 is 15. So I get a 64 for the first entry. So this tells me the amount of ingredients or the masses of the chicken used by Erwan for all 3 methods of cooking. Okay, this is for chicken. Okay, then I want to check for vegetable also. So I'm going to do my red times green. Okay, so red is 9 times 3, which is 27. 10 times 1, which is 10. And 5 times 2, which is 10. So 1 by 1, you multiply. 9 times 3, 10 times 1, 5 times 2. And then you add the 3 of them up. You get 47 for the second entry. So this tells me the amount, the masses of vegetables used for all 3 cooking methods by Erwan. Okay, then I move on to the next row, which is by Coming. This one. So Coming, I will multiply the horizontal by the blue vertical. So again, I multiply, so I get 7. So what should I multiply? I already have the total amount of ingredients needed by Erwan and Coming. I know the individual price. So how should I use matrix multiplication to find the total cost for the 2 chefs? Which one times which one? Which one goes first? It matters. Should I put the C in front of DM or behind? So DM first, followed by C. So we check. This one is 64, 47, 55, and 43. This is Erwan, Coming, chicken, and veg. And then I put the C behind, which is $1.40. This one is correct. Yeah. So this is the price. So if we multiply, what are we finding? We are finding Erwan's total cost. Because why? The 64 I times $1 to find the total cost for chicken. And then the 47 I times 40 cents to find the total cost for vegetables. And then I add them up. So if you check, this is a 2 by 2. This is a 2 by 1. So my final answer is also a 2 by 1. So 2 rows and 1 column. So the very first one is the red row times the blue column. So what I get is 64 plus 40 cents times 47. What do I get? 32.8. 82.
Yeah,
Like that.
82.
32. Then below is 82.
82.8.
82.8.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why I cannot do... Okay, if you do C, then followed by DM, right? Then this is 104. This is 64, 47, 55, 43. Your row only 1. Your column got 2. Cannot even multiply. How do you do this? Multiply by this. Not enough entries. This is a 2 by 1. This is a 2 by 2. This one don't match. Does not exist. Okay, so you can try both, pick the one that works. Okay, then this one, last one, you will use the horizontal times the vertical blue. So 55 times 1 and then 43 times the 40 cents. Below is what? 72.2. Okay, so if you want, you can find total cost for Air 1 is $82.80. Okay, and then the total cost for coming, is it coming? Yeah, coming is $72.20. If they ask, if not, the matrix is good enough. Okay, so you need to know how to represent a matrix. You need to know how to multiply and decide which times which one. Okay, that's the difficulty. Okay, so tomorrow bring WA2 paper and 2024 if you never hand in. WA2 I gave you all a 2025 paper, right? For the weekend. Last lesson I give you all. If you don't have, I got extra here. 2025, if you don't have, here, homework for AAEP. Go and wash your face. Just go. Just go. Jamil also need to wash your face not. Go with Kiran. Wash each other's face. You all hear the story this morning? Is it very sad? Not the caning, the incident that happened. Don't you find it very sad? Like, yeah, why will people do this kind of thing?
You know, it's not even that they're bullying a child. What about the people who are cleaning the toilet?
Yeah, also that. But why would people go and wet the toilet and wait for one person to come in and throw tissue at the person? I don't know. Why you know everything?
I'm asking you.
I don't know who. I just heard what happened and I got shocked. So sad. Yeah.
That's his first oral.
No, so I'm thinking why people want to do this kind of thing? I don't understand. Like my son tell me there's a boy in the school bus who bullies him.
No, what you say?
He say my boy is primary 2, right? He's seated beside P4. Cannot sit beside the sister because they talk too much. So sit beside another boy, P4. Then my boy tell me that this boy every day elbow him. Then I say, then elbow back lah. Then he say, no, he P4 very big. Then I say, okay. Then you got tell the auntie in the bus. Then I say, never. Because every time I want to tell, he will sweep my hand down. Then I say, you got mouth, right? You can call auntie, right? Say, auntie asked me to keep quiet. Then I say, you want me to tell auntie for you? Then he say, no. He will handle this himself. Then the next day he say, he fold a aeroplane for my boy. Then my boy said, okay, never mind, he forgive him already. Then some day later, he say he's going to steal a frog for my son from the school pond. Because my son want a pet frog, right? So the boy say he wants to steal a frog for him from the school pond. But if my son is found with the pond with the frog, how? I don't know what to do. So what do you all do? What do you all think I should do? Should I tell the auntie to change the bus seat?
So that's so cute, like best friends.
No, the boy still hit my boy. I just don't know, want to ask him to hit back or go and tell the auntie. Okay, never mind. Things like that happen. Okay? But you know what, my husband is the type that is very holy one, right? Always tell me, I think this happens for a reason. So okay, for him to mature. Okay, move on. This one. I have a dancing school at Bedok and Clementi, CC. They run for aerobic, Latin dance and social dance, right in 2x3. So this one perfect. Already in the order you want. So give you 1 mark for free. This is like O-level question. They put in table, ask you to write. So just get the 1 mark. Okay, next one, 3x2. Exactly in the way you want. Oh, no, wrong. 3x2 is like that. 3 and then by 2. So you must do 8, 3, 6 and 12, 7, 10. Write this one first and then write the second one. Okay, this one a little bit different. Is 3x2. Don't every time happy just copy. Look at the order first. Okay, next one they say find the by matrix multiplication, the number of student members and the number of adult members in each country club. So this one Bedok, this one Clementi, aerobic, Latin, social. This one also aerobic, Latin, social, and this one is students, this one is adults. So you want to find the total number of student members and adult members. So how should we multiply? This one we call it C, this one we call it M. Should I do a MC or a CM? CM. Okay, so 5, 2, 3, 3, 1, 4. Then I multiply by 8, 3, 6 and 12, 7, 10. So do a horizontal times a vertical. So first thing first, get the order out. This is 2x3. This is 3x2. May, Ufa, and Latika. So 4 entries. So I will do a red times a blue. So the first one I get is 40 plus 6 plus 18. So 50, 64. Okay, then next one is a red times the green. Okay, so 5 times 12 is 60, 14 and 30. So 90, 104. Okay, last two. The horizontal one, let's call the yellow. Multiply by blue and green. So do them separately. 24, 3 and 24, 48, 51. Okay, last one is 36, 7 and 40. So 70, 83. Okay, so you check the 4 entry. This is Bedok. Shh. Kira, you never copy a single thing, right? I also never get your homework at all. So, can you please? Okay, this is for students, this is for adults. So just imagine when you are multiplying this row by this column, you are getting the total number of students taking part in all the types of dances in Bedok. This one is Bedok Community Club. So 64 students were in the Bedok CC taking part in all 3 types of dance. So this is what this entry is telling me. So this one is for Bedok, Clementi, students and adults. So the 4 entry has a different meaning to it. So each of the entry has one meaning. Okay, Okay, then they say the monthly fee for each student is $50 and adult is 80. Write in a 2x1 matrix. So 2x1 is like this. So $50 and $80. Drop the units. Matrices don't have units in the bracket. So this is for student. This is for adult. And this is representing the fees. Okay, so finally they say, can you find the total monthly fee that you can collect at each community club? So should I do a FCM or a CMF? CMF. So you must know when to multiply by what. So 64, 51, 104, 83, 50 and 80. So it makes sense when I multiply the horizontal with the vertical, because it tells me this is the fee for the student, this is the fee for the adult. So when you are finding the first entry, you are finding for Bedok CC how much fee they have collected all together. So from the answer there, it's 11520. Then for Clementi, you do a horizontal times vertical. Okay, it says it's 9190. So if the question asks you to interpret the meaning of the elements, you can tell me that it is the total monthly fees collected at Bedok and Clementi CC respectively. You must use the word respectively to tell me that the first one is for Bedok, the second one is for Clementi. So the word respectively is super important when you write the meaning. Here we are, I bring the next question here. This thing is called a scalar constant. When you multiply a constant number into a matrix, you must multiply every single thing by the scalar constant. Okay, that's what it means. And then the order is always row times column. It is always... What are you doing today? What so weird one? Okay, so when you multiply them, remember the overlapping one must be the same. Then the final order is M times P. Okay? And if you add two matrices together, this one is the multiplication. So horizontal times vertical. So this one, the first entry you have is red times blue. And then the second one is green, right? Then this one will be red times green. Okay, make sure you know it's horizontal times vertical. Always horizontal times vertical. So know how to find the 4 entries. And then just now we talk about this. You times 0 matrix, you become 0. You times identity, you become yourself. Okay, and then A times B is not the same as B times A. And then associative property applies. So this one is the overview. So let's look at O-level questions. Assignments. We take O-level questions to test them up. Okay, so you multiply the two matrix to themselves first. Then later you subtract. So first step, go and do your horizontal times vertical. So the first entry you get is 1 minus 12. So minus 11. So this is the first one. Okay, next one is the red times the green one. So minus 4 minus 20, so minus 24. Second entry. Then I move on to the next row, the yellow row. So yellow times blue now. Justin following? Jamil still haven't wake up. 3 times 1 plus 5 times 3. So I get 18. Okay, then yellow times green. Minus 12 plus 25. So 13. So this is from these two. Go and find these two first. Can you see that this is not the same as squaring each of them? Okay, it doesn't work like that. It's different. So don't go and square each of the term. Then now we minus the 14, 12, 8 and 17. Ayo, disappear again. Correct. So we compare. 6x must be 6. So x must be 1. Then we compare the second one. 6 must equal to y plus 2. That means y must be 6 minus 2, which is 4. So compare term by term. They must be equal. So whether I ask you to multiply, make sure you know how to do. When I ask you to compare, make sure you know how to compare. Okay, likely your homework is question 5 and 6. So today homework, question 5 and 6. WA2, if you have not finished, finish it. Then tomorrow bring for your AAEP. We will do that during AAEP.
So are we starting 3:30 or?
Can we start at 3 tomorrow?
Please, I'll go home with you.
3, I don't mind if you bring food to class.
3:15.
Okay, 315 can.
So we still got time to go.
Okay, can. 315. We start at 315 tomorrow, 315. No. No. Okay, this one. Horizontal is 2 units. 2 numbers, right? Times the vertical. So do it like algebra. 3 times 2x minus 3. So you get 6x minus 9. And then you plus 4x. So this is the first entry on top. Next one. The green one times the blue one. So negative 2 times 2x minus 3. You get minus 4x plus 6. Then the 0, you go and times x, so it's plus nothing. Plus 1, the yellow one times the blue one. So 2 times 2x is 4x. 2 times minus 3 is minus 6. And then you plus 5x. So this one must equal to this. Then you just solve them entry by entry. Okay, if you need me to show the previous step, that is 3 times this plus 4x. This one is minus 2 times this plus 0x. 2 times this plus 5x. Okay, so if you simplify everything, these 3 must equal this. Do you need to solve for all? No need. Just choose one will do. Because all the x should be the same. So choose one that looks friendly to you. So maybe I choose this one. Therefore, 6x minus 15 is minus 14. I plus 15 on both sides. So x is just 1/6. Okay? That's it. So homework, question 5 and 6. WA22025. Bring tomorrow during AAEP. Okay, bring tomorrow during AAEP. What do you need?
Won't there be a X?
This one?
Yeah.
0x is 0
No,
ma.
this one. This one X more.
Okay, I got error, sorry. 10x, is it?
The 5 also got.
Yeah. So I chose the wrong one. Wait, this one is minus 5. X is minus half. Yes.
Oh my god, that was so.
Yeah.
We are not gonna be able to be present.
Why?
Because we got POB. Our stepping line is tomorrow.
POB.
Yeah, it's tomorrow.
Okay. What time does it start?
3:30.
Okay. Can. The two of you, huh? Okay.
And
Soumya also. Okay.
All the girls.
Only the three of you, right? Rihanna is another class. Okay. Can. Yes. Yeah, that's why I write wrongly. You change? Become 4x. I just edited. Okay, that's it. Yes. Okay, I also want to try to finish earlier. To leave earlier. Can. Tomorrow also, you all also last day. Oh. Okay, you can come in. You are done. Okay, remember to do your work. Last one. Yeah. But you can.
I go down with him.
Okay. Oh, okay. That will be here. Can. Yeah. Plus X? Where?
5 plus x, 0 plus x, 1 plus x.
Where are you? No, you. This one times this plus this one times this, ma. So this one times this plus this one times this. So there's always a plus 5x behind because we must times the second entry. This one is for the first one, this one is for the second one. So the behind one is for this one times x, this one times x, this one times x. This one is one entry, this one is second entry, ma. So first one go here, second one go here, ma. Two coin add up to 150. So can be $1.50, $1 and $1.
Is this correct?
This one is how many $1 you have? 2 out of this. With replacement, okay, correct. Then the second one is 50 cents. But you can also have a 50 cent $1. This one is $1 50 cents. One more. Two.
These two plus one more plus.
Yeah, correct. One more. So 12 times 4, 20 times 5, 6 times 6, so 184. So if you get these two entry correct, then you get your 1 mark. Next one is they asking you what does this 2 represent? Yes. 240, 15 times 4, 30 times 5, 5 times 6. Oh, 240. Okay, so they ask you to explain what these 2 entry represent. So actually we are finding green tea with all the prices, right? So you can tell me total. Yeah, the total earnings.
Very fast.
Coffee respectively.
From Yes. From green tea, from selling green tea. This one, first one is for green tea. The second one is for coffee. And coffee respectively. So you need to tell me respectively. So that means this one is the total earnings from selling green tea. This one is the total earnings from selling coffee. If you want, you can just sum up the size from selling all different sizes of green tea. So this one is optional. Okay, if you want, you can add in, but it's not essential. The essential thing is the green tea and the coffee respectively. So this word must be there. Okay, next one. I have a fast food outlet, 2 serving counter P and Q, and then sell hamburger, fries, and drinks. Then each is sold for $3, fries $1.50, drink $1. So they say, can you represent the cost per item by a matrix A? So they never tell you the order, but I suspect it's like that. So $3, $1.50, $1. So this one, you can drop the dollar sign, you can drop the second decimal place because it's not essential when you put it in a matrix. So in your mind, you know this is for hamburger, this one is for fries, this one is for drinks. Okay, then they say, can you find the number of items sold by the counter by matrix B? So this one, just write like that. The whole thing in this order if you want. No. Actually, we cannot write like that, right? Yeah, can. So B, if you want, you imagine multiplying them together, right? Or like that cannot multiply. Okay, maybe my order is wrong. We should put like this. So 3, 1.5, and 1. So that later I can multiply this with this one. With my counter P. Can. So you see this one will be my hamburger 25, French fries 28, and this one 40. So when the blue one multiply the red one, I can find for counter P how much sales I get. Okay, and then the other row would be this one for counter Q. So I will put 22, 36, and 25. So this is my A and B. Then they say, can you find A and B then? So A is the blue times the red. So 3 times 25, 1.5 times 28, and then 1 times 40. So first one is 157 here. Okay, second entry, I will use the blue one to times the green. So it's 3 times 22, 1.5 times 36, 1 times 25. So this is 145. This is for counter P, this is for counter Q. They say, can you interpret the elements? So you can say the total sales from selling, okay, the hamburger, the fries, okay, and the drinks. Okay, at counter P and Q respectively. So I know for sure this one is for P, this one is for Q. If you want to be specific, you can tell me the sales for counter P is 157 and the sales for counter Q is 145. Silesh, you following or not? Okay, then it says I have another matrix C, which is given by 1, 1. Can you find B times C? So B is this one. C is 1, 1. So you imagine if I multiply horizontal by vertical, I am trying to add up the total number of hamburgers being sold. Can you see that? If I multiply the red column, the red row with the 1, 1, I'm trying to add up the second row together. So I'm trying to find out the total French fries sold. And then the last one is the total drinks sold at both counters. So when I multiply this, part 1, C part 1, I will end up having 25 times 1 plus 22 times 1, so 47. Okay, I will end up having 28 plus 36, so 50, 64. And then I will end up having 40 plus 25, 65. So this actually asks me to add up the rows. This one asks me to add up the rows. So what are these three elements? It is the total number of hamburger, French fries, and drinks sold, okay, at both counters respectively. So this tells me that this is for hamburger, for French fries, for drinks respectively. So the highlight is these three: hamburger, French fries, and drinks. Total of the two counters. Then now they say, after you find BC, right? This one is BC. Can you find ABC? So part 2, I will find ABC. So my A is this thing, 3, 150, and $1. I multiply with this one. So just now I know this is hamburger, French fries, and drinks. This is the price of hamburger, French fries, and drinks. So when I multiply this row by this column, I actually end up with a single element matrix, which is 3 times 47 plus 1.5 times 64 and then 1 times 65. I end up having 302. So they ask you, what is this element representing? It is the total sales from selling hamburger, French fries, and drinks for both counters. No respectively, because only one element. So this is your total sales. That means for both the counters, from selling hamburger, French fries, and drinks, they earn $302. Okay, part D, they say, can you use A minus D? My A is this one. This is the sales, the selling price. They ask you to subtract the cost. So the cost of the hamburger is 150, 80 cents, and 50 cents. So I get 1.5, 70 cents, and 50 cents. So what am I trying to find when I take the difference between A and D? Profit. So this is the profit from selling hamburger, French fries, and drinks. So now they say, this is evaluate, this is the evaluation. So now using this, they ask you to multiply to my BC. So I repeat the same process. Just now this one is the total sales. Okay, but when I calculate this, what am I finding? What am I finding? Just now I was finding sales. Now when I multiply with this, no, not cost. Profit. So this is actually the profit from selling hamburgers, French fries, and drinks. Okay, from both counters. Again, this one, no respectively because you already told. I don't know what happened. Oh, okay. Cannot have comma. Matrices cannot have more comma. Cannot. Matrices shouldn't have any line or comma inside. So Jamil and Sam. Anyone else just came? No, right? Yoon, go and wash your face. You come AEP to sleep. No. You see that meal?
You know why? Because if you were a triangle, you'd be a cute one.
No, you know they how joke or not? This morning they asked me to take a video of them shouting, right? Screaming for you, right? So I prepare the camera, I put there for a longest time, right? Then they say later, then they shout. Then I never record anything.
It's okay, you record. You, how could you have your phone